Hey, Vance Morris here, and I want to go on record saying that I 100% support Wendy, yes, the hamburger chain, Wendy's decision to use dynamic pricing. And I'm going to build a case for dynamic pricing because it improves the customer experience. Now, unless you've been under a rock for the past week or so, you know that Wendy's has been taking a lot of flack for their clumsily announced dynamic pricing strategy. Clumsy in that the CEO should not have said anything about dynamic pricing on the earnings call, or at least their PR department should have been aware of what he was going to say. Now they're having to go backpedal, go hummina, and hope they don't have a drop in sales. And they even had to have a follow-up statement last week that said, any features we may test in the future would be designed to benefit our customers, blah, 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 blah. They should not have had to do that. Then there was this idiot analyst from Morningstar who was quoted in the New York Post saying, there aren't many restaurant brands that use dynamic pricing for discounting. Horse poop. Dynamic pricing has been around for decades, maybe even centuries, if not longer, in the restaurant industry. Think early bird dinners for seniors. It's also in use in hotels. That's why Wednesday nights are cheaper than Fridays. Even car buying. Cars are cheaper on New Year's Eve than they are on June 30th. And a slew of other industries use this pricing strategy. Even Disney uses dynamic pricing for entry into the parks. Think about it. Happy hour. That's dynamic pricing. A burger at lunch is cheaper than a burger at dinner, even though it's the same burger. Again, dynamic pricing. It makes perfect sense. Offer a lower cost at a different time than your peak period to entice bargain shoppers to buy at off-peak times. Restaurants can fill times between traditional meal periods. Hotels can fill rooms midweek. And Disney will be just slightly cheaper if you go on a Wednesday in the middle of a hot Orlando summer versus maybe spring break. The experience is improved not only for the people taking advantage of the lower price times, but also for those willing to pay a premium for the desirable time. And it reduces stress on the operation and the employees. Many restaurants nationwide have quietly begun using surge pricing. The key word there is quietly, not blathering to the public or to the media, and have reaped tens of thousands of dollars in profit from the practice. If you know the barbecue chain Tony Roma's, and nearly 100 other small restaurants have already turned to fluctuating menu prices during peak times, similar to the rollout planned by Wendys. And it's according to one company that sells software specializing in dynamic pricing. That company, Sauce Pricing, said restaurants have the opportunity to increase item prices by 10 to 20% during the lunch rush, so customers might pay an extra $1 or $2 for a $10 item. In some cases, they've actually seen some restaurants go from having a 10% profit margin to a 20% profit margin. One of its customers, Las Vegas-based casual eatery Rachel's Kitchen, earned $64,000 in additional annual profit across 3 stores just by implementing dynamic pricing. So I say, stop complaining. This is America. This is free choice. This is capitalism. If you don't want to pay more for a Wendy's burger, don't buy it. Let me know what you think about dynamic pricing. Drop a comment below. And remember, you won't profit unless you implement.